You guys remember the Dakota Access Pipeline? Yeah. So judge finally orders it to shut down, and they just don't comply. They just keep going. They just keep going with impunity. Dakota Access Pipeline's owner defies courts and refuses to shut down. Right? Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in for you. You can read that. Okay. So on July 6th, the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia ordered the Dakota Access Pipeline shut down. The court said it should be drained by August 5th, and the government would conduct a rigorous environmental review. But its owner, Energy Transfer LP, a Dallas-based company run by billionaire Kelsey Warren, refuses to do so. In fact, it's accepting requests for oil space on the pipeline in August. The DAPL is a 1,172-mile-long oil pipeline that runs from North Dakota to Illinois. The government will conduct an analysis examining the risk Dakota Access Pipeline poses to the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, which has been fighting the pipeline since 2016. So, look at the statement. Okay, this is look at the statement defying the court order. We believe Judge Boasberg exceeded his authority and does not have the jurisdiction to shut down the pipeline or stop the flow of crude oil. I mean, this is absolutely insane. You really see, I think this is one of the most potent and explicit examples of how the corporations, how big oil runs the country. Not only are you seeing that here, where they're just saying, they are telling, a corporation is telling a judge, you're exceeding your authority. Shut up. But on top of it, I mean, you saw this in 2016. You saw this before at the protests at Standing Rock. Do you remember how people were brutalized? Do you remember how the cops were standing there, how the Army Corps of Engineers were standing there with tear gas, with weapons, with sound cannons, with all kinds of paramilitarized gear from protesting against not just an environmental risk and using the army and the police in your face to protect a corporation. I mean, just blatantly doing it in your face. You really see it directly, how the establishment, how the authorities serve corporations and not you. They're not there to protect and serve you. They're there to protect and serve the interests of big oil, big pharma, and the military-industrial complex, and the banks, all the other titans in the private industry. That's who they're really there to protect. And you saw that right in your face. And now, once again, with impunity, they just tell the judiciary, the legal system, to go screw itself, and they're going to keep on doing what they want to do. These corporations get away with murder. They get away with polluting, destroying the environment. They get away with crashing the economy, getting bailed out by Obama and Biden, remember? They get away with siphoning away trillions of dollars, even small business loans, giving it to their corporate lobbyists under this administration too, and progressives just idly stand by and let them get away with it. At the end of the day, the corporations always win. You have no avenue or recourse with these people, none whatsoever, and the system will go out of their way to protect them. If you were running a business and the government told you to shut it down and you refused and you defied them, you would go to jail. But these people, because they're billionaires, because they represent the interests of these big industries, big oil, big pharma, they get away with murder. They get away with whatever they like. And on top of it, they will get the police and the cops to come and defend them. Amazing. Amazing. And I mean, you already know, they go on to work in the government, right? Right? Obama filling his cabinet with big pharma and people from Wall Street. Donald Trump putting people from Boeing and Raytheon and Lockheed Martin as defense secretary running the Defense Department. You can't win because they have a revolving door between themselves, between the corporations and the administration. There's a revolving door between the government and the corporations. They are taking you for a ride of epic proportions. They have such a stranglehold over your economy and political apparatus. It is mind-boggling. There is a two-tiered justice system. There's a two-tiered legal system for the working class and for the billionaires. They do it right in your face. Not to mention, you have a whole issue with race and criminal justice reform. by itself. Never mind the billionaires on top of it. Just disgusting.